Let me share my screen.
A little dot came up saying recording.
All right, yeah. So I'm just recording this. It's not going to go anywhere, but it's just so that we can like look at it and see how we teach the children. So don't worry, we won't put it anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, I will just share my screen. And can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So do you remember we got, I'll just press play and then you can see how far we got. Oh yeah.
When my spaceship goes to take off, it's upside down.
It's upside
Not
down.
on the side.
Is it like this? If you look at my screen?
Yeah, when you start, but
Oh, when you start. Okay, we'll fix that. Does everyone else have?
Just go into it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to the actual thing, the project. I'm going to the project. Yep. Yeah, it's like that.
Pardon? Sorry.
It's like that. It's all good.
It's all good? Okay. So does everyone have about this much done, apart from if your spaceship is facing different ways or something?
Yep.
Yep? Okay. So Max, to fix yours, so yours is starting off facing that way.
how do you get?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let me just see.
Okay.
How do you see the ones that you've already done?
The Scratch projects. So you have to go into, are you logged in?
Yeah.
I think somewhere where it has your name on the top. I'm not logged in, but there's something called My Stuff. So up on the top gray bar, there's something called My Stuff, and that should be.
Yeah.
Did you find it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to fix your spaceship, right? So it starts off facing that way?
Yeah. No, so it starts off facing up, and when you get to there, that way.
Oh, okay, cool. What were you saying, Charlie?
I can't get out of your screen.
You can't get out of my screen. Okay. What you need to do is you need to go, you know the Zoom tab? You need to make that smaller or minimize it.
No, like,
So,
I can't, like...
you can't see your screen because you're seeing my screen? Yeah, okay. Wait.
So,
oh, sorry.
so is your screen is her screen all over your screen? Just push escape on the top left-hand corner. There's a little thing that says ESC.
I'm just recording.
Yours says recording. Is it just like a small dot?
It's a small red dot.
Yeah, that's just because I was recording this one. Because that's just because we need to record it so we can look back at it and see.
The only thing I could do is, like, leave the meeting and then do it.
Okay, wait, before you do that, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. So
Now I've got all of you.
now you have all of me, all of us. So now you can minimize the Zoom window. So do you see like on the top where you can close the window and make it bigger or smaller? Up on the top right.
Yeah.
So
I got it.
yep. Okay, cool. And now I'll share my screen again.
Okay.
And let me know if it works. So now you should be able to see like half.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Is everyone else's screen okay?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
It just went back to it.
It just went back to it. Okay. Now try press escape again.
It doesn't say escape.
No, on your keyboard. So it's the
Oh.
top left button.
Yeah.
Okay, it fixed it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Harry, as well.
I thought you meant in like the corner over here.
Yeah, like there's 4 of us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that too. Wait, is it moving now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the one which is on my screen. So you can see that, which is on my screen. Okay, so what we want to do is, does everyone have everything up to this point? So your spaceship is just stopped and it's facing that way?
Yep.
Okay, so do you guys remember what happens next?
No, mine's facing straight that
Yours is facing straight that way, like that way, flat?
Yeah,
Yeah?
but the point's going that way. So the bottom's that way.
Okay, right. But is it starting off fine?
Let me just see.
So does it start facing
No,
up?
it starts like that as well.
Okay, so to fix that, the first thing we'll do is we'll make it start upright. So if you go into your spaceship code, you know where you have that block of code that says when green flag is clicked?
Yeah.
Do you have a blue block that says point in direction?
Yeah.
What number does
Okay,
yours
that
say?
works.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that works.
It works? Okay. And now to fix it to face the other way, you need to have, you know, the when I receive in space block of code?
Yeah.
So there should be another point in direction block there too. Do you have one there?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And it's 38.
Yeah. Okay. That should be right. And this is all in your spaceship?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Do you want to just test it again and see if it works?
Yeah.
Yep. So it works. So let's keep testing it.
That works.
Okay, cool. Also, just before we start, I'll quickly review the blocks which we did so you guys remember. Actually, I'm not going to show you the code. Do you guys remember what blocks we used to have the little conversations? So to make them talk to each other?
We have
Say.
Yep.
Say.
say blank for 2 seconds.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are probably looking at your code as well.
Yeah.
So that's, okay.
No.
No? Okay, that's good. So, yep, you use the say, and there's another block you use as well, right? So, when I press play, like one of them talks, and then what's the other one doing before it talks?
Wait.
Yep, exactly. It's waiting. And then do you guys remember what we did to make it move, like towards the spaceship?
Yeah.
Yeah?
When I receive something, walk to spaceship.
Yeah, so do you guys know what that
Repeat.
was? Yep, so we use repeat as well. So first off, do you guys know what the when I receive block is for?
Like a secret message.
Yeah, exactly. And then
A
what do you use
broadcast.
with that? Yeah, so use a broadcast, and yeah, like what Charlie said, it's like a secret message kind of thing, and it tells our code that message. And then what do we use the repeat block for?
Reading it over and over.
Yeah, exactly. And does anyone know the difference between a repeat and forever block? Yeah.
For forever, and a repeat does it how many times you program it to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's most of the blocks we use. Do you guys remember what the point in direction block is useful?
Yes.
Yep.
For like putting in certain directions.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think there's one more. Oh yeah, so how do we, okay. Does anyone know the difference between the go to block and the glide block?
Slide is slide.
Pardon?
Never mind.
Okay. Harry, did you have an idea?
None.
No. Max, do you have an idea? No.
No.
Okay. So the difference is the go-to block is like the teleporting block. So it makes our sprite teleport to a certain spot.
Okay.
But then the glide block is you can see when it's moving. So like it glides from wherever it is to the place you tell it to glide, and you can see it moving across the screen. Whereas the teleport one will start off where it starts and then just appears in the new spot which you tell it to appear in. Okay. So I think that's most of the blocks we use. So I'm gonna continue on then. So we wanna make we wanna make the spaceship.
Moon.
Yep. So does anyone have an idea on how we might do that?
Got no idea.
Got no idea? Okay.
Now we what?
So we want to make the rocket ship fly to the moon. So does anyone know what blocks we would need?
Go to X, Y.
Glide.
Almost. Yeah, glide. So do you remember how we just talked about the difference between
Yeah.
and glide?
See it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to be able to see it moving. So we want to use glide. So what we can do is, do you see the when I receive in space block of code we have in our rocket ship?
Oh.
Yes.
So that's what is telling us now we're in space. So like we're in the stars. So after we point in the direction and like appear on screen, we want to glide to the moon. So you can get your glide block. But we need to know where the moon is, don't we?
Yes. So we get a pointer.
Yep. So you can.
And we look at the bottom.
Yep.
And so we see the Y and the X.
Yep. Exactly. And there's also 2 ways to do it. Pardon? 99.
Mine is 198 and 145.
Okay. Mine is negative 185 and 125.
140.
145. Okay. There's
Hang
also.
on. I need to catch up. It all logged out.
Oh, okay. That's okay. We're just finding out where our moon is. Pardon?
So this is on the rocket ship.
Yep. So you just want to add a glide block underneath, you know, where you have your when I receive in space.
When I receive in space, yeah.
And then just underneath everything. So you have the set size, go to, point in direction, show, and then glide. And then we want to find out where our moon is on the screen.
Notice? Oh, hang on. How do you change the? Oh.
Mine works.
Yours works? Cool.
I need to just.
I need to check if it works.
Yeah, make sure you check.
And then after that, we have to have a hide block.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. I'm just going to check that.
Yep, sure.
I'm just checking mine at the moment.
Yep. Max, how is yours going?
I'm just checking.
Okay.
Whoa, it goes really quickly.
Goes really quickly. So do you know how you would slow it down?
You change to seconds.
Yep, exactly. So, because it says glide 1 second, you just change that to a bigger number.
5 seconds.
Yeah, or 3 or 2, however long you want it to be. And if you just want to test the timing, remember you can just click on that block of code to see how
I need to test it again.
You need to test it again? Okay. That's fine.
It's all good. Mine's all good.
It's all good? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yep. So after you have that, what Charlie said is we need to hide it. So you can add in a hide block after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just checking that now.
Cool.
Oh, what?
What happened?
I put in my block of code,
Yeah.
and it says negative. Negative. Okay, let me try that because something went funny.
Okay.
Yep, okay, it works.
Okay,
Good.
that's good.
Works.
Works? Okay, cool. It's always good to test it after each step so you know what's happening every time you make a change. Max is
And then it covers up my moon.
It covers up your moon? Yeah, so that's what I have it as so far as well.
Yeah,
So you can't hide afterwards.
Oh, so I need to hide after that.
Yeah. And there's another thing you can do. So if you want it to go behind your moon, we can change something. So if you go into your beach ball code, so that's the moon code.
Okay.
Do you see in looks?
Yep.
Towards the bottom, there's one called go to front and one called go back one layer.
Yes.
So we want to make our moon appear on top. So we can use that go to front block and we can just put that at the beginning. So when our green flag is clicked or something. And now if we test it, it should work, but just check it.
So go to front.
Yeah. So what that should do is it should make our moon like go to the front of the screen. So there's like different layers. So just see if that works.
So do we put it before the hide block?
Yeah, or after. It doesn't matter too much because the moon is only being shown later.
Yeah, mine works.
Yours works? Cool.
Mine works.
I need to test mine.
You need to test yours? Okay. That's all good. So that's one way to do it. Another way is, you know how they have the go back one layer block?
Yeah.
You can use that on your spaceship to make your spaceship go back one layer. But since our moon is just like, doesn't have much code, it's easier to just put it on our moon because it just appears and disappears.
Yep, that works.
Yep. Okay, cool. So after you have that, and after we've hidden our spaceship, we want to change the scene again, right? To be on the moon or something.
The moon.
Yep. So to do that, what's the first thing we have to do? Does anyone
Change
know?
backdrop.
Change the backdrop. Yep. But
Go to when I receive.
go to, yeah. So we want to change a backdrop, and then we use a when I receive block to do that. But before when I
How do you
receive,
do your backdrop?
When
Backdrop.
backdrop switches to moon.
yeah. So we can use that. But we need to tell it to actually switch to the moon. So to do that, we need a secret message. So what do we want to use?
Broadcast.
Yes, exactly. So in our spaceship, after we've reached the moon, okay.
Spaceship.
Yep.
Oh, what's this in?
So this is in our spaceship. Yep. So after we've reached the moon, like after that glide block, and then after it's hidden,
Hide. Yep.
we want to broadcast a new message.
So when
So after that hide block in the spaceship, and the new message can be something like on moon or something, because this new message is now telling us, oh, the spaceship has landed on the moon, and that's the next scene.
Okay. So would that automatically switch to the moon?
Not yet. So we have to add some code to switch it to the moon. So does everyone have that broadcast?
Yes.
Yep. So in the backdrops, do you see what we did for our space thing?
Yeah, it's when I receive in space.
Yep.
Back stars. Yes.
So we want to do the same thing, except when I receive on moon, switch the backdrop to the moon. or whatever the background is called.
Yep.
So when I receive on moon, and switch backdrop is in your looks block.
I see. Wait, sorry.
What's that in?
When I receive
So this is in the stage,
on moon.
the code.
Oh, no, when I receive.
So when I receive on moon, so now our code knows that we're on the moon. Pardon?
Did that work now?
Yeah, so it should work.
And then we have to hide the beach ball because on mine the beach ball shows.
Yep, exactly. So you need another
When I
one.
receive on moon, what do? Show.
So is this for in your stage? Is this what you're doing? So Max, what part are you doing right now?
Yep. Okay. And
Yeah. Okay. So Max, in your
What's the show and hide blocking again?
show and hide is in looks. So it's a purple one.
For some reason, I can only see switch backdrop to blue sky.
So that's
Blue
because
backdrop.
you're in the background. So in the stage. So in the
Yeah,
stage.
I'm in stage.
Yeah. So in the stage, after you have your when I receive on moon, we want to switch backdrop to moon. So you want to use that block for the stage. And then the show and hide stuff is in the beach ball, you want to say when I receive on moon, you want to hide the beach ball.
okay.
Yep. So just test that it all works fine.
Wait.
So what's when I receive?
So
When I receive
on moon.
on moon.
Okay. Testing time.
Hide.
Yeah. So you want to hide it. Because that means now you're on the moon. So you don't want to see the moon.
Okay, I'm just gonna test that.
Yep. So what you guys should end up is just the moon background with nothing on it.
Let's hope so. Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. Charlie's yours working too?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So does anyone remember the next thing we need?
When I receive on the moon, blah, 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 blah.
For the spaceship.
Yeah. But what do we want to do? Like, what do we want to do to our spaceship?
Oh, sorry.
All good. What do we want to make our spaceship do when it's on the moon?
Land.
Glide down.
Yep. Glide down. So what we need to do is we need the when I receive block.
No.
So everyone go into when I receive.
When I receive. Oh, no, that would be bad.
And then we want it to say when I receive on moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
What's this in?
this is in your spaceship.
Oh, whoops.
Because we want to make our spaceship glide down onto the moon.
And we have to get a glide block.
Yep.
So what do we need? Glide.
Yep. So we need a glide block. So the first thing, make sure you have the when I receive on moon block. But before gliding down, what do we need to do? Because right now we don't have our spaceship on the screen.
Go to, no, when I receive show.
Yep, sure. And also what you said before, we also want to go to, because we want it to go to the top of the screen and then glide down.
Yeah.
Because if you remember where it ended up in the moon, it was like facing that way and it stopped there.
Okay, can I test that?
Do you want to test that? You can test that, yeah. You can see what it does. Because if we just had a show, you guys can test it and see what it looks like. It would just show up on the screen sideways.
Yeah. It would.
Yeah.
Let
So-
me just.
And we need another point direction.
Yep, exactly. So you can add that in.
What do we need?
So we need one of those point in
Oh,
direction blocks.
What?
Yep. Okay.
That's weird.
What happened?
Oh, it's hard to explain. Can I show you?
Yep, sure. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Yep. And it's
So-
on the top pointing like that.
Yep, okay.
No. When
Yeah,
I start,
yeah.
like, when I get to the space, not on
Yeah.
the moon, my rocket goes the opposite way to what it should do.
Goes the opposite way. Okay. That's probably because we just need to change the values. So we'll just see what
No.
it looks like. Oh, okay. So it's going backwards like that. Let me just look at your code. When I receive in space, set size, point in direction. So you want to be gliding to where your moon is. So can you click on your beach ball sprite, please? So on the bottom there. And do you see on the top right where your code is, there's a little picture of your sprite and there's an X number and a Y number? Do you see that on your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is telling us where our beach ball is. So you have to make sure that those numbers are correct. Also, you have to do it in the when I receive. Oh, it's because you have two when I receive in space blocks, I think. So we just want the one.
So I don't need that?
No, you don't need that. So if you just look at, if you just check your numbers in your glide block and then go back to your beach ball and check that they're similar. So negative 177 and 123.
123.
That's for the Y. But the X is minus 177. Mm-hmm.
And then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
That should
let's
work.
just.
It might have just been because you had the two when I received blocks there.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool.
But how come that doesn't show on the moon?
Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. So I'll share my screen again. It's because the last thing we did with our rocket ship was we hid it. So using the hide block, we made it disappear. So we want to make it appear again. So that's where you would have the when I receive on moon block here.
Oh, wait.
Pardon, Charlie?
Mine works already. I did all the code to make it land on the moon.
Oh, you did it already?
Yeah.
Nice work. Okay. What code did you do?
I did when I receive on moon,
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
point in direction 90,
Yeah.
glide 3 seconds to X minus 138 and Y minus 14.
Cool. Nice work. So those are the blocks we need. So for everyone else who's still doing it, you have the when I receive on moon. And then we want
Shampoo, dawn, sun, in your eyes.
pardon?
When I receive on moon. show?
Wait, what is this?
Are these all in the same block of code?
Yeah, so when I receive on moon, we want to show, and then we want to point in direction 90. Is that what you had, Charlie? Pointing in direction 90? Yep, okay, because 90 will make it turn back up, right? And then we want to make it glide down to the bottom. So to do that, you got to move your mouse over to whatever spot you want it to glide to, and then change those values in your X and Y.
So, I don't really get it.
Pardon? Sorry? Was it a bit confusing? Okay, yeah.
I didn't get it.
Sorry, I'll explain it
So
again.
So with the glide bit, I don't really
Okay,
know.
so we want to glide to, so it's like what we did to make our spaceship, like when it was in space, glide towards the moon. So like we just got those numbers of the moon and then put it in the X and Y position.
Mm-hmm.
So
should I put my mouse cursor to the top or to the bottom?
To the bottom, because we want to make our rocket ship like glide down onto the bottom to make it seem like it's landing on the moon.
And then will they hop out, stick in the green flag, and then the end will pop up?
Yeah. So that's what'll happen after that.
Okay, hopefully this works.
Yeah, so just make sure you get some value.
Oh, that's still going backwards.
Still
My
going
rocket.
backwards.
And it doesn't show on my moon.
Okay, so what blocks of code do you have in your...
When I receive... Oh, does that need to... On the spaceship, when I receive, does that mean on moon?
Yeah, so the last one you did should be on moon. So that's saying when it's on the moon, it should do some stuff.
Okay, let's try that.
Is yours working, Harry? Or is it doing something?
Mine's doing something a bit weird.
Do you want to explain it or do you want to show me?
So, mine's going that way.
Diagonally?
Yeah. So
Okay.
mine's pointing like that, but it's not going down straight down. It's going diagonally down.
Alright, so that is because to make it go straight down, we only want to change our Y number. We don't want to change our X. But because we didn't use a go-to block, it's a bit hard to check where exactly our X is. So one way you can do it is, if you look in your when I receive in space block, you know where you have your glide 5 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever block that is?
Mm-hmm.
What is your X number?
My X number so
this is in the spaceship in your
So when I receive spaceship fly, it's X is 173 and Y is 250.
250? Okay, and oh no, wait, sorry, not that one, the next one I receive. So when you have your when I receive.
When I receive, go to glide.
So your glide?
Yes. No. So the when I receive in space, go to that code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glide 5 seconds. It's negative 190 and Y. X is negative 190 and Y is 118.
Okay, so we want to use that same. So if you go down to your when I receive on moon.
When I receive on moon. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did you have a question?
Actually, I think I did it wrong.
You
So
think
I
you
did it. I think I did it in the wrong place. The other X and Y. I think I didn't do it like where it's supposed to go down. I did it like over there.
Over to the side?
Yeah, so I'm just testing it that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I've changed it now.
All right, cool. The reason it's doing that is because the X number was a different number. Oh, still doing that. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make the X stay at the same spot, right?
Yes.
So you know how you said yours was in that other glide block, it was X was negative 190?
Yeah.
So in your when I receive on moon, you want to make sure x is also negative 190
Yeah.
because we want that to stay the same.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah.
So
Okay.
just check if that works.
I'll check. Yeah, and now it's just staying there.
Yeah, now it's just
Not
that
going down.
it's not moving.
It's not going down now.
So make sure that the x is the same number, but the y should be a different number.
Oh, the
Sorry.
y has to be a different number.
Yeah. So because to make something go like up and down, we only change y. So that's why x stays the same because that's what will make it go diagonally.
Yep.
So to make it go down, y would be a positive number and then change to a negative number.
Okay. Okay.
So let's check that.
Might just need to be a bit. No. Okay.
Did it work?
It's in the screen a bit. It's like down. It's not fully there.
It's not fully to the bottom. Yeah. So to do that, you might just need to make that y number a little lower. So
Mine works.
yours works. What number do you have yours at?
I put mine at -186 and -118.
Okay. What do you have your numbers as, Harry? Or what's your y number?
I'm just gonna check.
Okay, just gonna check.
Yep. Okay, that works.
Oh, okay, it works. Okay, cool. So does everyone have it working?
Yes.
Yep. So what we want to do, another thing we might want to do is, do you see how our spaceship is pretty small?
Yeah.
We want to make it bigger. So do you remember how when we started our game, it was pretty big?
Quite big. Yes.
Yep. So we want to make it that big or something similar. So does anyone remember how to change the size?
Set size to 100.
Set size to 65% or something.
Yeah, so set size, and then we'll do 100% because that'll make it back to its original size. So back to what it was before. So we'll put that before our glide block. So near where we have our point. Yeah, sure.
For our glide block.
Pardon? Sorry.
For our glide block.
Yeah, so before your glide block.
Yeah.
So near where you have your point in down. So you can just test it and see if it works.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, okay. And it might have changed because it's bigger. It might be a bit off the screen, so you might want to change your y number a bit to be a bit higher. If that's what
Whoa, it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. So if you don't want it that big, you can make it a little bit smaller. So you just make it anything bigger than 65%, because that's what it was before, but smaller than 100%. So maybe like 80 or something.
Yeah, 80's fine with me.
Yeah. But also just remember that our sprites are going to come walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do you guys have those two, that working?
I'm just.
You just testing it? That's fine. Yeah. All good.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Cool. Charlie, is yours working too? Just testing it?
No, I'm just making. Okay, I just need to test it one more time.
Okay, that's all good.
Can you pick the chairs up and drag them? Thank you.
Mine goes really slow.
You goes really slow. Okay, so is this when it's coming down? It's going really slow. Did you figure it out?
No, I got it. Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay, cool.
I forgot to put mine.
Oh, the minus. Huh. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit tricky because the numbers can get a bit confusing. Bless you. Thank you. Is it working now, Charlie?
I'm just going through it.
Okay.
They're walking to the ship right
now. Okay. I'll check mine too.
Okay, one more detail, and then I'm sure this is gonna work. Okay, it works.
Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, I'm just double checking mine really quick. Also, so you know how when it changes the moon and it's gliding down, you know how you can really quickly see it turning? Can you guys see that on your screen? So we want to make it so that our spaceship just comes straight down instead of like turning really quickly and then going down. So to do that, all you need to do is just, do you see where you have your show block? You want to make it show after it's changed direction. So you have your set size and then point in direction, and then you move that show block down there just before you glide, and then you have the glide. That should work.
So,
What have we done since I've been away?
Okay, I'll catch you up. So how far did you get, Max? You have your spaceship. You have your spaceship gliding down on the screen?
My spaceship has just landed.
Has just landed on the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ah, okay, cool. Is it up on the top or up on the bottom? Like it landed on the bottom of the screen? Yeah?
Yeah, on the bottom right.
Oh, okay, on the bottom right. Okay, that's fine. You can make it on the left or the right. So what we did was we changed. So is your spaceship pretty small right now? It's kind of small?
No.
Yeah, it's really small.
Yeah, so what we did is
So what have you done?
we changed the size of our spaceship. So in looks, there's a set size to 100% block. We added that in there so we can change the size of our spaceship to make it
So
bigger
what's this
again.
one when I receive?
On moon?
When I receive no point in direction, or do I need a new one?
So no, you add it to that one. So you put it underneath your point in
So
direction.
on when I receive on moon, show point in direction 90, glide 1 second to X, Y.
Yeah. So just before that glide 1 second, you want to add in a set size to 100% block.
Before the point direction.
Yeah, you can put it there. Just as long as it's before the glide block.
So what's that called?
So in looks,
That's fine.
yeah, set size to 100%. So that'll just make it bigger. Because right now the size of our spaceship is 65%. So setting it to 100% will make it back to its full size.
Okay, I'll test that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it worked.
But they don't hop out yet, do they?
Oh no, they don't hop out yet. That's what we're gonna do now. So we want to make them hop out of the spaceship and then walk across the screen a little bit. So what's the first thing we need to do? Does anyone know? No?
When landed on moon, walk.
Yeah, so we can do that. So to check, sorry, Charlie, did you say something? Oh, okay. So we can do when landed on moon, we can make them walk. So to do that, we need another broadcast message to tell our code that the spaceship has landed on the moon. So after you have your glide block, so in your spaceship, you have the when I receive on moon and then everything. After that glide block, you want to broadcast another new message. And then you can say, you can call it landed or landed on moon or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, yep. And then we want to make our dog and butterfly appear once it has landed on the moon. So we can use the walking dog and the walking butterfly. So we'll start with the dog. So in your dog, what's the first block we need? Does anyone know? So we broadcast.
Wait, what did you put in your
Show.
What did you put in your broadcast?
So in my broadcast, I just broadcasted a new message, and I just called it landed. You can call it something else if you want. Yeah. So it's just telling our code that the spaceship has landed on the moon.
Okay, yep.
Yep. So now in our dog, we want to make it appear, and we want to make it walk, but we want to make it appear once the spaceship has landed, right?
When
So
I receive landed, show.
Yeah. So
Do
when
that
I
in the
see,
butterfly too.
yeah, so do that in your dog and the butterfly.
Okay, so
in the walking ones.
Yeah.
So-
and then the right one.
when I say landed, show.
Mhm.
And with the walking butterfly
Do we
as
do
well.
that in the butterfly?
Yeah. So in the walking dog and in the walking butterfly. So just add them both in.
I'm gonna check that I appear.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna test mine now.
Yep. And what yours might do is they might not appear on the spaceship.
Yeah,
Both
they're probably
I'm
not.
just testing that.
Yeah, so just check what it does. Because it would just appear in the last place where it disappeared from.
Mine appeared at the stars and then did it again.
Oh,
Like-
it appeared at
Moon.
Oh, okay. So make sure, check that your broadcast message is
Could I change it to on moon?
on moon.
Yeah.
So that's where your broadcast message should be. So it should be, so if you go into your spaceship, you should only have the broadcast landed thing on your when I receive on moon block of code there.
Yeah.
You have that there?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then in your dog walking and butterfly walking, make sure that the when I receive is when I receive landed.
Yeah, I did that, but it showed in the stars first.
It did. Okay.
My animals aren't appearing.
Yeah, animals aren't appearing. Okay. Let's check Charlie's first. So Charlie, do you wanna share your screen? Do you know how to share a screen? So there should be a button on the bottom or on the top that says Start Share or Share Screen. This is in Zoom, not Scratch.
After that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll play it for you.
thank you.
Yeah, my dog doesn't appear. Yeah.
Oh, so your dog doesn't appear until after it's landed. So
Yeah.
the dog is fine because it should appear once the spaceship has landed. But can you go to your butterfly sprite, please? Oh yeah, so do you see how you have your when I receive block and that says when I receive on moon? So the last when I receive block you have there?
Yeah.
You want to change that to say when I receive landed. Because you only want to make it appear once the spaceship has landed.
I'm just gonna check that.
Yep, sure. While you check that, Harry, what was the issue you were having?
My animals aren't appearing.
Your animals aren't appearing. Okay.
No.
So do you have the show box and everything?
Showbox. Yeah, I've got when I receive when.
Landed.
So when for the dog, I got when I receive landed show, but they're not showing.
Okay. Okay.
So with the spaceship, when I receive landed, what do you put then?
Let me go back to my code.
I'll stop sharing.
Thank you. Okay. So in the spaceship, you don't have any when I receive landed. You just broadcast the message landed.
Broadcast.
So if you look at your when I receive on,
Okay.
yeah. So what's that?
Broadcast.
Then it'll tell the rest of our characters, okay, the spaceship has landed, time to get out now.
Yeah.
So just test if that works now.
Yeah, it works now.
Yep. Okay, cool. Max, is yours all working?
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Harry, were you gonna say something?
They're just in the wrong place.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. So, because what they're doing now is they're just appearing in the spot where they last were. That's like the last time they got onto the spaceship, which was the other side. So we want them to appear on the spaceship, like where the spaceship is. So to do that, if you go, we'll start with the dog first. Go into your motion blocks there.
Okay, walking dog. Motion. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And we want to make it teleport to our spaceship, right?
Okay, so
do you guys remember what block we used?
go to.
Yep. And instead of using go to X, go to Y, we can use this go to
mouse pointer.
Yep. And then just change the mouse pointer to say spaceship.
Spaceship.
And you put that before the show.
Before the show?
Where?
Yeah. So it'll teleport to that spot before appearing on the screen. So it'll seem like it was already at that spot.
And then do it with the butterfly.
Yep.
Butterfly, yep.
So do the same thing.
Okay, let's see.
Yep. And then just.
Where do they have to go to?
So you want them to go to the spaceship. So that'll make it look like they're coming out from the spaceship.
And then
Yep, and now they just look behind them.
Yeah.
It looks like this spaceship's in front of them.
Yeah, so that's fine for now, because we want to make them move out of the way. So does everyone else have that working for now?
I'm just checking.
You're just checking? What were you saying, Charlie?
We need them to like hide and then we need like them to, oh, never mind. I got it.
Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to make them start walking out of the spaceship as soon as...
Oh, something's happened.
What happened to yours, Max?
Can I share because it's hard to explain?
Okay, 1 second. I'll stop. Okay. Okay, so you're...
But the butterfly's over here.
Okay. Where's your other butterfly?
Oh.
Are you meant to have 2?
Yeah, I think it deleted.
It deleted. Did that just happen just now? Or
I
because if
think
it,
a fair while ago. I don't
oh,
know.
okay. Because if it happened just now, then you can try undo it. But
Where's that?
so if you go into File or Edit, I think up on the top in that gray area.
File.
Oh, in File. Okay. So File and no, okay, I think it's Edit. Hang on. If you go into Edit, Undelete, can you click on that top button? Yeah. What changed?
Nothing.
Nothing. Can you try go back into Edit again and see what? Okay, no. Okay. Okay, for now, maybe you'll just use the one butterfly and it can go backwards. But if you press, for now, we'll just pretend the butterfly doesn't exist and we'll do the dog first. So what your dog is doing is it's appearing before the spaceship lands. So you want to change that. Do you have a broadcast message called landed or something? So that should be in your spaceship.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you go back into your dog, what you want to do is you want to have another when I receive block saying when I receive landed. So what that'll do is it'll tell our code once the spaceship is landed. And then do you see how you have that go to spaceship block there? You need to move that in your when I receive block. So, Max?
I'm just testing it.
Okay, it won't work yet because you haven't added any code into the when I receive block yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, if you go back into your dog, I think it did work. Can you go back into your walking dog, please? Okay. Oh yeah. So what you have is it is working. It's working a bit differently, but yeah, because you only make it appear on the screen when it's landed. Oh, okay, no, sorry. So what you need to do is, you know how you have your go to spaceship block there at the bottom of your block of code? So you have your when I receive walk to ship. You want to move that go to spaceship block into your when I receive landed. So you actually have one up there. You have another one up on the top where your show block is. You can just put them both in one block. Yep. So what that'll do is once the spaceship has landed in the spot, then your dog will appear. So that should work now. Yeah, so it's probably appearing, but because it's behind your spaceship, you can't see it yet. But it should be fine. Yeah. So it's working. And what we want to do is we want to make them all walk out of our spaceship now. So does anyone have an idea on how we might do that?
So repeat The
Yeah.
show.
Repeat. Yeah. Did someone else say something as well? No? Okay, yeah. So we can use repeat and then do what we did, like if you go into your dog walking, do you see how you have that code in that repeat block?
Yes.
So it makes it go up and down. You can just copy that code and add it underneath. So to copy, there's an easy way. So instead of adding the blocks in,
Duplicate it.
yeah, you can duplicate it. So do you guys know how to duplicate code?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's at the top. It's like a diamond.
Yeah, so just on the top, it's like a stamp picture. And you can just click on that block of code, just on the repeat block,
So
and then it should duplicate.
yeah. So
What do we do?
I don't have that butterfly because they're deleted.
Okay, that's fine. Just do it in your dog for now. Actually, I'll do it in the dog.
so I'm a bit confused about that.
Okay, sorry. So what we want to do
I
is,
don't have dog either.
did you just delete your dog now?
No, I've got it.
Oh,
Okay,
No.
okay.
not
So, Harry, what we are wanting to do is, do you remember at the beginning of our animation, we made our dog walk and stuff?
yeah.
And like, we added some animations to make it look like it's walking.
Yeah.
So that's what this repeat block does.
Mhm.
So we want to repeat that, we want to copy that block and add it into once the spaceship has landed,
Okay.
so that we can make our dog walk out of the spaceship.
So once I repeated it, where do I put it?
So when you have your when I receive landed,
Yeah.
after
And put it there.
yeah, so you have go to and then show. So you want to put it underneath there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just test that.
Yeah. And if it walks too much, you can just make the number a smaller number.
Yeah.
But just test it. You can just click on the block of code as well. Just remember to test it. Yeah. Sorry.
So, can you just scroll down on your coding?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you don't have a broadcast. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. So when you copy that block of code, just make sure you only get the repeat block.
Okay.
And because like before when I copied it, the hide and the broadcast was attached to it, so I just got rid of those two blocks.
And then
Okay. Testing now.
Testing now. Okay, cool. What were you saying, Charlie?
so do we do the exact same thing in the butterfly right? I don't know.
Yeah. So just have that repeat block. And then remember to test it, you can just click on the when I receive landed block of code there.
Mhm.
And then if it walks too much, you can make that number smaller.
Okay. And then
It repeats.
it just keeps going. It
Just keeps going. Does it go out of the screen? Or
No, and then the spaceship goes up, and then
okay. So what must have happened is when you copied that piece of code, the repeat block, make sure you don't have the hide and the broadcast underneath it.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll
So-
try that now.
Those two blocks of code got attached to it when you duplicated it, but you just need to get rid of them after.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. Does everyone have that much working?
I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
doing.
You're just testing it?
No, I'm just doing a little bit more code, and then I'm going to test it.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay, control.
After you do that, we might just leave it at that and then finish off this next week and then hopefully start a new game or something.
What are we doing next week? The week
So-
after that.
The week after that, depends how much we finish next week, I guess. We just checking? Okay, cool.
Okay.
If we finish everything next week, then we can start another game the week after. But otherwise, we can just finish off what we did next week for the week after that. But yeah. So if you guys have finished it and checked it all, don't forget to save it, and then you guys can go.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, mine works.
Yours works? Okay, good.
But at one point my dog disappears.
Your dog disappears? At what point does it disappear?
Like just in front of the butterfly.
Just in front of the butterfly.
You want me to share my screen?
Sure. Let me stop sharing mine. Okay. Oh, is this when they're walking out of the spaceship?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it might just be, you might have a hide block in that, in your dog.
Time. I'm just doing this. Yeah.
Okay. So can you go back to your walking dog, please? The code. Oh, yeah. So do you see how you have, the hide block? And that should fix it.
Let me just check.
Yeah. Yeah, so the hide block must have just copied from the last bit of code.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then we're going to finish everything next week.
Yeah, so we just need to make the flag appear and then the end, and then that's all. So don't forget to save your work.
Okay.
Yep, and I'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.